Hello once again to the 3 people watching my channel. Today I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 in 2026 on real hardware on the 360 with all the lag, controller drift, low res and all the good stuff. I had some free time this weekend, so I thought it would be a good idea to check the MW3 situation in 2026, how playable it is and how quickly you can find a lobby. Of course, we are playing classic Team Deathmatch on Terminal, and surprisingly this game is still very populated. I managed to find the lobby in just few seconds. I was actually planning to return to Modern Warfare 3 these days, but I kept delaying it. But now we are finally in the game, so it doesn't matter anymore. 2 years ago it was really impossible to play MW3 on Xbox and PC. The matchmaking was completely broken, but somehow Microsoft decided to fix the server, so now you can play it without any problem. Also, I'm not sure about the DLC situation. I didn't have time to install the DLCs yet, but I will test that as well soon. However, I don't think it will be as populated as MW2 since this game has a total of 4 DLC packs, unlike Modern Warfare 2 which has only 2. So while there is a chance people would pay for 2 DLC packs, I doubt anyone would purchase 4 content packs at $10 each for a 15-year-old game, you know. Also, keep in mind that Modern Warfare 3 was not as popular as MW2, so I guess there are even less chances someone is still playing on the DLCs, but regardless, I'm going to try that as well and see if we are able to find players. Now, I do have some mixed feelings regarding this game. I mean, it has objectively the best campaign ever, especially the first act with the whole Russian invasion of mainland US. Then you have locations like Europe, you have UK, Germany, France, Czech Republic. You have that sequence of the Eiffel Tower collapsing, which I thought was so epic when I first played as a kid. I got this game for Christmas in 2011 on the 360, and I really love the campaign and the Spec Ops, especially since now you could play with randoms through matchmaking, unlike MW2 where you had to play with friends only. I wasted so much time on the campaign, Spec Ops and the survival mode, man, you have no idea. Unfortunately though, I was a bit disappointed by the multiplayer. As you can see right here, they patched most of the broken things from MW2 like the noob tube and explosives. And by fixing these things, they ended up making the game kinda lame. I mean, even the time to kill is now like super slow, and most people back then who stayed on MW2 instead of moving to Black Ops did so exactly because they loved how unbalanced that game used to be, you know. So like, in a way, MW3 felt like a betrayal, let's say, exactly because of how balanced it was. Even the kill streaks are now more balanced. Instead of nuke, you have the Moab, for example, which doesn't even end the game anymore. Still, this game was a proper continuation of the original MW2, offering you a strong conclusion to the trilogy. I mean, even though I was few months late, since I got this game in December 2011, on the release date I remember reading reviews about it, you know, watching gameplay videos, talking with my friends about this game every day at school, and I kept reminding my parents that I specifically want this game for Christmas. I actually ended up printing the cover of this game and give it to my dad a few days before Christmas, just to make sure he knows how the cover looks like, and eventually I did get the game, so that year instead of spending Christmas with my family, I spent it in my room playing MW3. So in a way, yeah, I do have great memories with this game. I don't think it got the love it deserved back then, even though the hype around it was like super high, and it's kinda weird to think about it, you know. I forgot how it feels like to be hyped for a Call of Duty game. Last time I felt that emotion was for Call of Duty Ghosts, which marked basically the departure from classic Call of Duty towards the ultra monetized slop we're getting now. Who knows, maybe I will pay Code Ghost a visit as well. Anyways, compared to the modern shit we're getting now, Ghost was actually okay, but that's a discussion for another video. As for now, we should focus on the game. As you can see, we already died quite a few times. My target acquisition is getting worse and worse every day for some reason. Maybe I'm getting old, or maybe my dexterity and reflexes are getting eroded by, I don't know, life. Regardless, we should maintain our optimism. We still managed to land some kills here and there, which means everything is not lost yet. There is still some hope. I'm actually very happy to return to MW3. It is really a good game and I do recommend you giving it a chance, especially in 2026, since there aren't too many options out there in terms of shooters. Now, for the 2026 situation, for this particular version of Call of Duty, well, as I mentioned before, on Xbox 360 it's still very playable. This game is also backwards compatible, so you can play it on Xbox One X and Xbox Series X as well. The main reason I'm playing on the 360 is because, you know, I love this console. And I mean, like, the 720p scaling is also perfect on my 4K TV, unlike the Xbox One X, which somehow fucks up the scaling on higher resolutions TV and monitors. I played a total of 8 matches today, I guess, yeah, 8, and I didn't encounter any hacker or modded lobbies, which I think is good. I don't know the situation on the PS3, I don't own a PlayStation, so I couldn't test that, but I guess it's similar with Xbox. On PC, on the other hand, is a bit different. The matchmaking is still kind of broken, even though they managed to fix it to an extent, but you still have to wait 2 to 3 minutes to find the full TDM lobby. There is also the issue with the RC exploit, which they fixed on Modern Warfare 2, but apparently it wasn't fixed on MW3. I didn't see any hackers or modded lobbies on PC, but still you should be aware of this risk if you decide to play the Steam version. Alternatively, you can play the cracked version on PC with either the Plutonium client, which is very populated and has a lot of servers, and the Techno MW3, which is not as populated anymore, so I guess your best bet is Plutonium. This would be pretty much the safest option for PC players, which is quite ironic actually. They care so little about the older games that you're literally more safe on the cracked version on a third-party client rather than on the official version on Steam. But I suppose it is what it is, we can do anything about it, so like, yeah, for PC definitely use the clients. You have a lot of servers to choose from, there are a lot of people playing on them, you have support, updates, Discord servers, lots of community stuff, so I think that's the best option for PC. Now for Spec Ops and Survival mode, you can still find lobbies on Xbox, but it's gonna take a while. It's not as populated as World at War or Black Ops Nazi Zombies, but if you wait enough, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, you'll still manage to find players. Now again, as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm not sure about the DLC player base, I have to test that and see, but I think it's mostly dead, at least on Xbox. On PC there are DLC servers, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want to play DLC content, just hop on PC and play it through these clients. And looks like we died again, but at least our stealth B2 bomber managed to get some kills. I don't think it will make any difference now, we are very late into the game, but the score is still quite tight, so who knows, maybe there will be some kind of plot twist at the end of the round. The dual Glock was also nerfed in this game. If you remember how OP it used to be in Modern Warfare 2, well, that's just a sweet memory. If you want to get a kill with the Glock in MW3, you will need to unload into your enemy's head at least 2 full magazines, so that's not really the best option for a backup secondary. So I suggest mostly using assault rifles or SMGs with rapid fire like the UMP-45, which are still kinda usable, but still the time to kill will be like super slow. They also patched the bullet penetration, so now it's gonna be like super hard to get kills through walls and stuff like that. But anyways, I suppose that's it for the video. This was the original Modern Warfare 3 in 2026 on the map terminal on Xbox 360. Thank you very much for watching and see you later.